Good morning, this is Jacob with NTS Outdoors and Gear Reviews. We're back at the archery range today and we are going to continue where we left off. That's going to be shooting at 5 yards and we're going to see what we can get done today. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to start by taking a cold shot at 10 yards. I don't know, just for fun, see where we're at, see if we're making any progress. But you got to do that when you're fresh, otherwise at the end of the day, after you've been shooting for a while, you're tired and you're not going to do as well. So let's see what happens. That wasn't terrible. I'll take you with me and we'll go take a look. As always, I'm aiming right here, and that was at 10 yards. I know that this one is kind of off, but this one wasn't too far off at 10 yards, so yeah, not bad. Let's move it closer. So we're gonna try a couple of shots here at 7 to 8 yards and close the gap a little bit. We're figuring some stuff out here. Hold your... It's at 7 or 8 yards. Not bad. think I must be tired today because my form is falling apart already. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm still shooting at 8 yards. I guess I could close the gap a little bit more back to 5. But I don't know. I'm just trying to put it all together in my head. All right, we're gonna close the gap a little bit back to 5, and we'll see how I do for a little bit. Then move it back out maybe if I'm not too tired. You ever just feel like you can think and you can visualize what you're supposed to do in your head because you know what you're doing, or you know what parts of what you're doing are working, but then your muscles just don't want to follow through with it. I think I'm kind of burnt out because I've been shooting every day a lot for the last couple of days, and maybe I just need a break, but we'll keep going. Some of these are pretty close, so we'll see. Keep giving it a shot, and eventually I'll need to take a break. Like that time, I can feel now a little bit of what I think back tension is supposed to be, but it's not consistent yet, so I don't know. Getting a little bit better. One more of these. I'm finally feeling like I'm finding a little bit of consistency in what I'm doing. Per usual, I'm always aiming right here at this little small one. Again, aiming right here, but how's that for a group? That's a small group. All right, I need to take a quick break, and sometimes I feel like that's good. You give your brain and your body a chance to integrate everything that you've just done, and then you come back to it in a few minutes and see where you stand and how you basically remember it. So I'm gonna go take a drink of water. It's 105 degrees out here in Arkansas today, and I'm sweating bullets. So yeah, see you in a few. All right, I've taken a little bit of a break. I'm gonna do one more set of 3 at this 5-yard mark and see how I do. And if I get another consistent group like I was doing before, I'm gonna move back again to 7 or 8 yards. Boy, these two are in the exact same hole. Not consistent enough. We're gonna do one more. From a distance, it looks like they're closer than they are. This one's a little far off, and I don't know what happened with this one. We'll do one more. Yeah. All right, I think with this group, here, let's take a close-up. I think that group is deserving of me moving back just a tiny bit, even if just for fun. All right, this is it. 8-ish yards. We'll give it a try. Maybe more like 7. I don't know what happened there. We got to take one more. I think my form fell apart and I torqued the bow. Not sure why. All right, that wasn't horrible. Do one more at this 7 or 8 yard mark, and then I think I'll do one at 10 just for fun, and then I'm gonna call it a day. Better-ish. Let's go take a close-up. Got two of those in the same hole, but as always, I'm aiming right here, so it's not great yet, but I'm finding some consistency at longer ranges, so that's good, I guess. All right. One more or two more sets of three. Yeah, if I get a really good group, I'll show it up close, but this is at 7.5, 8 yards. It's hard for me to tell. I don't have a rangefinder. All right, I think this deserves a close-up. So these two were pretty good. I don't know what's up with this target, but maybe it was the force of one of the other arrows that knocked it out like that, but that's a pretty good group. Getting better anyway, at 8 yards, 7.5, 8 yards. All right, last one at this yardage. Not bad. Not bad for extending my range a little bit. Anyway, so I'm getting tired, and I think I want to let my body integrate what I've learned, and we'll try again tomorrow. I'm sweating bullets, and it's hot. Might be getting a little bit burned. And also, they're like these sweat bees or whatever they are. They're out in mass right now, and they're swarming my legs and my face when I'm not moving around, trying to get at my salt, I guess. Anyway, yeah, in a minute I'll have a little bit of an analysis of some things that I think I picked up on today that are really helping my form and consistency, and I'll be right back with you guys. Time for some cleanup. All right then, back in the AC, and now I can think straight. So this is my analyzation of what I learned today. So essentially, when you are holding on to the string using 3 fingers under, you just don't need to have the string back here. You need to really have it at the tip of your finger holding it, otherwise it messes with the release. You need to sort of lean in to your shot, like lean forward. And another thing that you can do is, as you're pulling back in before you shoot, you can cant the bow a little bit. I generally cant the bow a little bit, but I realize you can sort of roll into the shot, right? I don't know if I'm describing it very well. I'll have to take a video of it next time as I'm doing it, but it seems to align the arrow where you want it to go a little bit better, versus if I don't do it, I shoot a little bit to the left. I think that's what's happening. I don't know enough to say for sure. Again, I'm kind of just going off of feeling it out right now. I don't have a teacher, and so I'm really just learning by doing it. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna head home and go get something to eat and some cold ice water. So this was Jacob with NTS Outdoors and Gear Reviews. Thanks for joining. I'll see you next time.